Hi, I'm Eric Westrich, and you're watching Startup Show San Diego, a startup TV show about startup companies. And yet again, we are at San Diego Startup Week. Startup Central, HQ, this year is at Wework Cowork. And I'm here with Briana Weisinger, UC San Diego Startup Advocate. Briana, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So you've had a big year. Tell me, what's the number one thing that you're most excited about on what's happening right now at UC San Diego?
So the thing that I'm most excited about is the fact that the culture at UC San Diego is growing so much and so quickly. We have accelerators and incubators that are literally popping up all over the place. And this year, the biggest thing that we've done is we hosted the university's first startup conference or entrepreneurial conference called Ignite. And that was a huge success. By all measures, is what people are telling me. And we had over 700 people attend. We had, 80-something speakers. We had a whole bunch of community activity going on. We brought in investors from the community, startups from around San Diego. So it wasn't just a university conference. It really united the whole ecosystem in the region.
So in addition to giving away money, I know people are happy with that. What's the best thing that somebody personally told you about the conference?
So of course everybody loves giving away money, and that's one of my favorite things to do because it lights everybody's faces up. But really what the best thing that I heard from people in the region was just that they loved having access to the university. And so the students were united with community members, they gained experience. We had mentoring hours for everybody, which I think was a very big success, and hope to repeat next year.
Is there one specific example you can give me of something that somebody said that it changed their life in some way?
Oh, I wish. I will be honest with you, I'm not sure it was life-changing, but I had so many people come up to me and say, thank you for doing this, thank you for, for having the university do this. I had sponsors come up and tell me how valuable they found it, how much easier it made the university to access. We have this reputation at UCSD of kind of being the ivory tower, and it's hard to get into the university and figure out how to navigate everything. So pulling all of those resources together really is what people were telling me was most valuable.
Okay, so you've got a lot of fires going between your Rady School and veterans and all the different garage level things you have there,
Yes.
accelerators coming up there. What is your biggest success you've had? Let's do it this way. What's your biggest challenge in trying to pull everything together just within the university?
So the university, as anybody who's ever worked with the university knows, is we are very dispersed across the entire campus. It's not a centralized organization. And so the biggest challenge that I have really is, one, understanding everything that's going on because it's, in all of the different departments, different schools. And two, then pulling that together as a package. And I've actually formed a committee with administrators from across the entire university in all of the different programs, as well as the student leads for all of the student orgs that have an entrepreneurial focus. And we have monthly meetings simply so we can actually talk to each other and understand who's doing what and how we can funnel or direct students, faculty, or community members to the resources that are most appropriate to them.
So you've got a group inside that's now talking together for
Absolutely.
the first time. Now you've got an Ignite event, which is trying to get what's happening there connected with all the other venture groups, other universities. How do you see bringing the rest of the world into the university? What successes or challenges are you having in creating business and government and bringing that in actual day-to-day operations into what you're doing?
Well, I'm not the only person that works on that. There are so many ways and pathways into the university. So what we find is there's actually a lot more going on bringing in the external world, particularly in business and corporations and government, into the university than most people realize, even most people within our own organization. So a lot of it is about harnessing and understanding what we're already doing, which is a huge focus of myself and my office. But the other part of it is identifying the gaps. For example, one of the gaps that I see in the university ecosystem at this point in time is the what I call underrepresented parts of the campus. And those of course are ethnic and gender minorities, but those are also vertical minorities. We have a lot of support for technical expertise, we have a lot of support for health sciences and biotech. What we are underrepresented in terms of supporting our startup ecosystem is the the other side of campus, the students who are forming businesses out of the arts and humanities and social sciences and things like that. So my big push over the next year is actually going to be to build up that side of the ecosystem and bring in the resources and the mentors that can support those kinds of students and faculty members.
So when I interview you next year, what are you going to say you will be most proud of? What do you think? I know it's a crystal ball.
It is
but what
a
do you think
crystal
you're
ball.
going to say predict? What do you say I am most proud that over the last year we did what?
So there are a couple of things. I will be very proud if we're able to execute on a student ambassador program, which will have entrepreneurial ambassadors across the entire campus and all of the different departments. And then I will be honest with you, I will circle back and say that, probably my most proud accomplishment will be year 2 of the Ignite conference, which we're actually planning to potentially be 3 days and expand internationally. So that's just the biggest chunk of my work for a big period of time on campus, and when that's finished, it's pretty exciting for me.
So if somebody wants to get involved, be part of the Ignite conference, where's the best place for them to go?
Right now, the best place is to come through me. It depends on what you're interested in doing, but I absolutely direct you to the right person on my team. So it's easy to get a hold of me because my email address is my title, startupadvocate@ucsd.edu, and I would say just raise your hand and let me know you're willing and interested in participating.
Briana, thank you for what you do. Thank you for being here.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you for watching.